Well, this is going to be before and after plasma table. And this is before. Basically, I'm tack welding up the frame now for the CNC table. And most importantly, I'm trying to make sure everything as square as possible. I mitered the cuts to help ease that along. So should make it a little easier. You know, I'll say this thing does make quick work of cutting this steel, but these metal shavings coming off, holy crap, are they hot. Alright, I got both of these tacked up, so I got one more I have to do, and then I can start building the inner part. So let's just stop standing around, yeah? Alright, I got both the legs set up. One is tack welded. I got the second one cut. I need to tack weld that. And then we're off to bigger, better things. As this build is progressing, I'm trying to get things done, the miscellaneous little things. This is going to be one of the feet, well, the feet for the tube. This will go into the square tubing in the bottom, and I will weld around it. There'll be a half 13 tapped hole here that I could put a bolt through for some rubber feet. So I went through and I made some G-code, and now I'm gonna run this on my mill, and I'm trying to figure out the best stock to use. Whether I should use a piece of sheet steel or square stock, and I'll show you what I mean. This is 2-inch square solid stock. So obviously it's already cut to the OD. So all I have to do is, cut out so it'll fit inside a little bit. But what I'm thinking is, if I cut 4 pieces, I gotta cut them thick enough so where I can hold it in the mill so I can do the operation. So it's going to be an overkill because, I mean, these things don't have to be that thick. There's not going to be that much weight on this machine. I mean, maybe a couple 100 pounds. So, a 1/4 inch or a 3/8 plate would be more than enough for this. So more than likely, something like this is what I'm thinking would be better. But I don't know. Well, stay tuned. I guess you'll see. Alright, we got the main table tack welded. Not quite square yet. I'm having a few issues with squareness, but it's getting there. In the end, I decided this 3/16 piece of steel, 2 inches wide, all I'm going to do is cut it to length to fit exact. I'm going to tack weld a nut on the back side, and then I'll weld it on. That should be more than enough for this. I mean, otherwise it's just kind of an overkill, and that seems silly just for a CNC plasma table. All right, So this is where I'm ending part one. The table, for the most part, is all tack welded, and I'll call it semi-square. I have to finish welding up some of this before. Basically, that square is going to sit 6 inches up from where you see it right now. So these here are going to be gliding along the side for the gantry. I'm still going to have to make a couple more braces and whatnot. I didn't quite get enough steel, which, you know, again, it's not a big deal. I can run out next week, but I still have plenty more to do here. These are for the feet, as you could tell. Nothing fancy, just gonna weld the nut on, and either a 1/2 inch or a 3/8 bolt with a rubber pad. I know plasma tables generally can be a bit tricky as far as isolating the ground, because I know there's a lot of interference. So I'm going to try to take some steps now. That way later on I hopefully run into some less problems. But all right, guys, that's it for the build so far. I'll catch you later.